Hey guys, today we're going to learn a couple new tools for Microsoft Word that you may already know, but for those of you that don't, we're going to be talking about how to align your text to the left, to the center, and to the right. We're going to talk about how to make your font bigger or smaller. There's a couple of different ways to do that. You could also use this button here. You can also change the font by clicking over here. So we need all of these tools as writers because there are so many conventions that we need to follow when we're writing. In order to make paragraph form, there are also some keys that we need to know how to use on our keyboard. So we're going to need to know how to use the Enter key over here and also the Tab key over here. And the Tab key is the one that gives us an indent, that indent that your teachers are always talking about you need to do to your writing. So the first thing I want to make sure is we always in the English language are going to start writing on the left. So you see how my cursor is blinking right here? That means that when I start typing, it's going to be on the left-hand side of my paper. Now, sometimes you're going to need to put your name on the top right-hand corner of your paper. And you see how all of the lines in this button align on the right? And when I mouse over it, it says align right. If I click that, it's going to take it over to the right. If I click the ones that are in the middle, it's going to take it to the middle. So when we're writing a paper, we usually want to put our first and last name in the top right-hand corner. Now, when I want to go to the next line, all I have to do is click this Enter button, hit the Enter button on your keyboard, and it's going to take you down to the next line. And I could put things like the date or my teacher's name, whatever information your teacher is asking you to do, and then just press Enter again. And when we're done with putting our information here, we can go right back to align left. Or we can go in the middle, maybe bold our font and give our paper a title, such as My Life as a Student. Okay? Now that we're ready to start typing, we'll go back to left align and then we can start typing. But the most important thing that you as writers know is that when we're writing a paragraph, we have to start with indent. And the indent, again, is going to be this tab button on the left-hand side of your keyboard. So go ahead and find that. Make sure you know where it is. I'm going to press it so that you know where the cursor will go. There's your space. So I can start typing whatever I need to type. And we know that we need at least 4 or 5 sentences in a paragraph. So I might write something like, when I was, oh no, it's bold. We know how to fix that because we've already been through technology lesson 1. We can highlight and click the bold button again to take it off. When I was a young student, I liked to write, period. When I wrote, I always tried to include scary monsters. See, now you can tell that your indent is here. That was when we pressed the tab button. So let me just put a couple of more sentences here, blah, 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 whatever you choose to write. End in a period. When you're ready to do your next paragraph, you just go back to that Enter button, the return key, right over here. Sometimes it says Enter, sometimes it says Return. And then it takes us to the next line. Now that we're ready to do our next paragraph, we have to again hit Tab in order to do our next paragraph. You know, write whatever you want. Make sure there are 4 to 5 sentences in order to make a paragraph. This always makes your teacher happy. Show them what you know. It'll make you look smart. Okay, now we have 2 paragraphs here, and I know that it's 2 paragraphs because I see 2 indentations here. There's one more thing I want to talk to you about being able to do, and that is changing the font. And this is something that you only do when you're finished writing. We never play with the font or the size of the font until we're finished writing our composition because it's not the most important thing about what we're writing. But when we're finished, we can go click up here and choose any of these fonts, and you can see it's the name of the font and also what it looks like. I think this one looks pretty, so I can see what it looks like, and if I don't like it, I can go back up and choose another one. And I can scroll all the way down and maybe I'll choose chalk duster. And that looks pretty cool. So now I know how to write in paragraph form.